I don't really like men too much. I like romantically. I think they're cool sometimes, but there's like, um, mustache man. He's not cool, but I don't find them romantically interesting. Yeah, I'm calling this YouTube world because this is the world that I'm exclusively going to play when I'm recording. Anyway, I said I'm not gay, which is true, but how does that relate to this? So the title, oh my god, this is a terrible seed. The title of this video is How Seeing My Friends Meet Changed Me, which is both true and not true. Um, I did see my friends meet. Did it really like change my life? I'm not sure, but I think that's what we're gonna discover today. Let me provide some context. So, uh, I shower with my friends sometimes. Once again, I'm not gay. I I swear, like on my soul, have I ever kissed a girl? No, which you might be able to tell. But I mean, I'm only 15, so I guess I could turn gay. Turn gay? I don't know. I don't know if that's something that you discover later on. Oh well, I'll find out. But yeah, I am still in my young years, and I know there's some people that are like mothers and fathers at this age, but I think that's weird too. So I'm not really like making it my number one goal to get a girlfriend or whatever, but I still have not really been on like an official date or anything or had an official girlfriend yet. But that doesn't make me gay. It just makes me an incel. But yeah. So showering with my friend, let's circle back to that. Yes. I did shower with my friend. 3 times? I think it was 3 times? 2 times. No, 2 times, yeah. There will be a third time soon. I think by the time this will be uploaded, it'll be Valentine's Day, maybe? Yeah, I think we're meeting up on that day. We might go again. Anyway. But it's not like a romantic thing, okay? It's just like because we're both single on Valentine's Day, we thought it'd be funny if we just showered together. But yeah, anyway, so we shower together, but the reason it's not gay is because the lights are off. Like fully off. Like it is extremely dark. Now something I do have to clarify, I have extremely good vision in dark places. Like I'm like a fucking owl or whatever. I see extremely well in the dark. So yes, I could see uh everything, but it was still dark. Even though I see well in the dark, it was still dark, so I couldn't like see in too much detail. But yeah, we were showering. I'm not gonna provide too much detail because this is my first video, so I don't want it to get like demonetized. I mean, not like I'm getting monetized, but I don't want it to get taken down immediately. But anyway, so that's a few times. So like there, I sort of saw it, uh, but still not really. Like we weren't intimate with each other. It was just because something you might find out about me as this channel keeps growing. I really care about the environment, and I know this is gonna sound really dumb, but I guess it was just like to save water. No, even I can't stand by that. I don't really know why I did it or why I accepted, but it was fun. Like if you haven't showered butt naked with your friends, I do recommend it. It's an essential experience. Uh, but after that brings us to today. Um, so as I mentioned earlier, I am 15 years old. I'm in high school. I'm about to turn 16 though. I'm not like freshly 15. My birthday's in like a month, I think. So yeah, I'm in high school, and I don't know if this is universal across schools, but the high school gym locker room is hell. Um, I don't know if YouTube likes my channel too much yet, so I can't use too many descriptive words. But it is. Why did my monitor just turn off? Oh yeah, okay. Little context. If I ever just pause the gameplay but keep talking randomly, like not pause screen but just like stop moving. Wait, have I had this on this whole fucking time? And I said I wasn't gay. I am gonna be right back. Change that. Okay, so I know this is still pretty gay, but I couldn't find a skin that wasn't like super autistic, or like TikTok-y. So I just made the furry less gay, I guess. Oh, there you see my username. I might have to blur that out. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. So if I ever pause the gameplay, or if the gameplay just stops but I keep talking, it's because my monitor just went black. So 2 months ago I bought a new monitor, $400 by the way, and since the day I got it, it's been having this glitch where just randomly the screen goes black for a few seconds and then turns back on. Um, I have been too lazy to get in contact with the company, but I might do that eventually. Yeah. Anyway, right, I was talking about the locker rooms. I don't know if this is a universal high school experience, but the locker rooms at my school are um remember that mustache man I was talking about earlier? For that I mentioned for a second? Uh so there was this group of people that he didn't like very much, and he put them into certain places. My high school locker rooms are probably either at the same level as those or worse. And I am saying this with a completely straight face because it is just the truth. Um, Once again, I'm scared to go into detail in case my channel just gets taken down immediately. But pretty much every explicit action that you can think of goes on here, and the teachers just don't give a fuck about it. Apparently, I have had truly unspeakable things happen to me, all without my consent. Um, and I have had it easy, you know, compared to everyone else. There are people in my class that are 5'2" at the age of 15 and are built like a skeleton. You do not even want to imagine the horrors that happen to them in those change rooms. But I usually get let off the hook unless I say something really dumb, and they just do that to me. Yeah, I do consider myself a victim from what happened to me in these locker rooms. Um, but I'm getting too off topic. That might be a separate video. I might make a whole video just trauma dumping about these locker rooms. But they really are terrible. But yeah, when I saw my friends meet, it did happen in the locker room. Now, I'm no stranger to dick. I have one, as you might have guessed. I, I'm a guy, I guess. I know I sound kind of gay. But I am a guy but I'm not a gay. That sounds homophobic. Once again, I'm not homophobic. Uh, love is awesome. I'm gonna stop talking before I accidentally say something homophobic. But once again, I'm not. Um, the dick, right? So, I don't even remember what my friend did to get put in this situation, but my other friend uh just pulled his pants down, fully down, and he pulled too hard. Like, it wasn't his intention, you know? He didn't want to do that, I think. But it was kind of cartoony, you know? Imagine this as the dick, the stick that I'm holding right now. Like, you would expect it to, like, flop out, I guess, like that, but it didn't. I guess it just like I'm gonna make a cartoony noise, and you can sort of imagine it. It was like, you know, like, once again, just imagine the stick as a dick. What the fuck am I talking about, bro? My digital footprint is so cooked. I'm never getting into college with this, bro. I mean, I'm not really saying anything offensive. It's just like trauma dumping, I guess. I don't know if it's trauma, because the story does end well for me. I can promise you that. But the thing is, the reason it didn't like flop out is because it was small. Like really small. And that kind of changed my perspective on life in general. Yeah, holy shit, I'm really low on food. I should probably get to crafting some shit. It's hard to craft while talking. Crafting takes so much like brain power. Okay, shit. I'm back. Yeah. So everyone in the change room just stopped moving for a second when his pants were pulled down. It was like a scene out of a movie, but like an 18+ movie. Speaking of movies, I just realized this now. Like, whenever there's a movie and there's a scene with a dick, I should stop saying dick in case I get like taken down. Every time there's a movie and there's a scene with like some dude's meat, it's either like really comically large or comically small. Or so I thought. Now we're getting into like the point where how it changed me. Why is there no animals? What the fuck? Sorry, off topic, but like I'm really hungry. Um, yeah, so the way that this incident changed me, there we go, is because it was small. I thought that movies always just like showed small dicks to make people feel good, but I'm coming to realize those were just normal dicks. And my friend's dick, that was normal too. And I realized this because like when it was out, oh, another probably important piece of information to add here, he's circumcised. He's not Jewish. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Uh, but like he is circumcised. I know that people that aren't Jewish I'm gonna stop talking before the IDF. And people usually say that making it circumcised makes it look bigger. This was not really the case. I mean, maybe. Who knows what it would look like if it wasn't circumcised? I don't know if I want to know. But it looked like. Okay, I'm gonna make a really bad reference here. You know that one South Park scene in which Cartman is like doing that to a dog? That was bad voice crack. Doing the he jacks off a dog. Okay. He jacks off a dog. I'm saying it weirdly because it might get past YouTube moderation. But yeah, for those of you who know, you know what Cartman says while he does it. He says, "Red rocket, red rocket, red rocket, red rocket." And I thought that applied only to dogs. Um, my views were changed today. It was a red rocket, and I was surprised at how red it was. Like seeing other people's meat in person, not like in a video. Hey doggy, really does. It's a reality check, you know, sort of. I guess, but it was just a little red rocket. It looked kind of cute. But then I saw the pubes, and that really disgusted me. Um, like it wasn't a jungle, you know, but it wasn't clean shaven, you know, and like YouTube's definitely gonna take this down. The hair, just I can't, I fucking can't. The bush, and then this little just. Oh my god, bro! I'm never getting into college. It was just, it was a nasty sight, and the thing that it really made me do is feel bad for straight women. I'm not trying to be one of those like corny performative dudes and stuff. It's like, oh, feminism. Even though I do stand by feminism, even though I think it has a dumbass name, but I do think the ideology that's a different video. Just seeing it really did make me feel bad for straight women. Uh-oh. Get the fuck away from me. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Is he gonna? Wait, so. Oh shit, that's bad. Uh-oh. This is why I shouldn't have the volume off. Oh. It just made me feel like lesbian women really are just the luckiest people in our society. Because they get to date the baddies. Oh fuck. And most of them are baddies, you know? And also they don't have to deal with hairy meat. Once again, not gonna go into too much detail because I don't want to risk getting banned immediately. But if there's any lesbian women watching this, probably, oh shit, probably not. Then please just know that you are one of the luckiest people on earth for being a lesbian. And I'm proud of you for being lesbian. But yeah, this video is probably going to get like 4 views maybe, and those 4 views are going to be the guy I'm talking about, my friend. Once again, to you, my dear friend, I'm sorry for this. It's just like, this is the perfect video to start YouTube. Yeah. And once again, lesbian women, you're cool. I'm very proud of you. What was I talking about? Anyway, back to the story. So my friend's meat was just out there. I don't even know if it can be called meat. But we're not at that part yet. Actually, we are, because his meat is just out there, and it's just out there for a solid second. Like no one moves. The friend who pulled the pants down is just like oh. He's a little autistic. I might talk about him in a different video. But he's cool. He's chill. My bad. Holy shit, that was a crazy burp. Burp was bigger than his meat. But yeah, so it's just out there, and he's like, what the fuck? And pulls his pants up, and I am just like shocked. And my black friend, that sounded racist. It's not. I'm not racist. I'm not homophobic. I'm not any of those. I love all people except for racists and homophobics. I love all people who love, you know? Unless they love kids. We don't like that. You get the point. I don't like really hate people for being people. So my black friend, I should stop calling him that. I have seen his meat before too. And I thought it was, well, it was sort of like mine, just black, I guess. And he didn't really like say anything about it, which I thought was weird because, oh my god, this is gonna sound so racist. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. No, because I still want the minor hope of maybe having a future in college, so I'm not gonna say that. But it has to do with a certain stereotype, of the genitalia of black males. I'm pretty sure you can assume. Anyway, so I thought it was weird that he didn't say anything about, you know, the meat of my friend. I thought that he was maybe just being nice, which is unusual for him because he's usually quite a blunt person. Just says what comes to his mind. But yeah, so then my friend, yeah, he says what the fuck, and he pulls his pants up, and I just, well, I make a little comment about it being small, I guess. No one really laughed. I guess maybe it just wasn't really a good joke. I don't remember exactly what I said. I think it was something along the lines of like, your cute, tiny little circumcised red rocket. Didn't find it too funny. I mean, maybe he's not like really willing to laugh because he's just had his meat shown to his entire class. But still. And then like I started thinking about it. Maybe he didn't laugh because he didn't think it was small. Maybe he thought it was big. But that would have confused me. Because so my meat, we're at the part where I talk about my meat now. But I don't want to talk about it for too long because if my parents find this, I don't even know what they're gonna do. But it's not gonna be good. Um, my meat. Let's just assume this is 1 inch. And a half. I'm just gonna keep that there to symbolize the half. I thought that was average or slightly below. Oh, village. Whoops. Awesome. And I guess I was wrong. It was apparently huge. Well, not huge, but above average. And of course, like, I mean, every guy says they have the biggest dick in the world. But like 90% of the time they're lying. So like I always said like, oh, my meat is so huge. It's it's like giant, you know? I thought it was a joke, you know, because you know everyone else always says stuff like that too. Oh, really? Is that two clerics? That's cool. Are they called clerics? I think so. But I guess it really wasn't a joke. It was a joke for everyone else. Uh, I I guess my meat is just above average, and and I didn't know. I have a big dick, and and I didn't know that. I didn't harness the power that comes from that to my full ability. But seeing my friends meet and hearing how people said that it was average, it just made me think differently. Oh, if we're gonna use the same comparison from earlier, this was him. Okay, you know, maybe that's a bit too mean. This was him. At most. Wait a sec. Forgot that he was circumcised. That was him. At the very most. So I guess like the thing that just really showed me is because I always thought my friend had really big meat. I don't know why, but he just gave off the energy, I guess. But this really shows you that truly anyone can have a small dick, and you won't even know until it's right in front of you. And I think that's kind of inspiring. Like in a number of ways. Like anyone could be struggling through a various number of ways. And you could never know. They could hide it like my friend hid his little meat. So I guess if there's gonna be a moral from this video, it's that you should always check in on your friends, even if it looks like they're doing well. Just ask them, hey man, how are you doing? And the same goes for meat. I think it's a good thing to see your friends meet. Okay? Like, once again, I'm not gay. Okay? I pinky promise. But seeing other dudes meet, like, I mean, look at the effect it's had on me. And my axe broke. Awesome. Oh my god, bro. But this moral isn't the only thing that I've learned, okay? because the title of this video is how seeing my friends meet changed me. Now I know it only happened today, but now that I know that I really do have that I really am packing, I don't I just don't care anymore. You know? I don't. I don't care what people say to me anymore. Like, you might have been able to tell with my voice, but I do act kind of gay. Like, not that I like try to kiss dudes or anything. That does sometimes happen, unintentionally most of the time. But I have kissed a dude before. I do want that to be known. I have not made out, but I have kissed a dude on the lips before. So that means I've kissed more dudes than I have girls, which does sound really gay, but I'm not. But I still do act gay, you know, like my voice, the way I talk, um, the way I dress is kind of gay. The way I act too, and I have a really twinky shape. Like, I'm 6 foot and 135 pounds, which is criminally underweight. Um, and I just like I'm a twink, but a tall twink, you know. If I was short, I would definitely be a femboy, but that is a totally different video that I am also excited to make. Shit. Yeah, but I just like I act gay, but I'm not really gay, you know. What was my point? Wait a sec. I remember what it was. Shit. Okay. Yeah, because like the not caring about people judging you is, as I said, I act kind of gay, you know, and like sometimes I get judged for that a little, I guess, but you know what I've realized now? It doesn't matter. You wanna know why? Cause my meat is probably bigger than yours. Like, you don't know that, but I do, and that matters to me. And if you're watching this and you have a small dick, just don't overcompensate, because the ladies. Okay, a little more info about me. I'm one of those friends that gets zero play at all, but gives really good advice. You know, like coaches don't play, stuff like that. So one of the ladies will sniff out right away is if you're overcompensating for dick size. So like, don't act all tough. Don't try to make up for having little meat. You know. Just be yourself. Just be a fun, cool guy. And because girls mainly go after personality in general, um, she'll probably ignore, if your personality is good enough, she'll probably ignore the fact that you have a little package if she does fuck with you enough. Um, Once again, I'm a coach and I do not play, so I can't 1000% guarantee this, but I am pretty certain. Yeah. And hey, Little Dick Kings, if you're very charismatic and have a cool personality, you can try this out and let me know how it works. And for everyone else who does have a whoa, decently sized package, which I'm guessing the average is gonna be about, based off of what I've learned today, and a half. Probably like that, or that. Maybe that's the average, because I'm like a little above, you know. Dude, I pray no one finds this. If my oh man, that would be bad if she found this. Well, just gonna take a risk. She is going to be covered in a different video, in a video that will come in a long time. Yeah, but I just hope she doesn't find this. You can probably guess who she is, judging my age and my willingness to not talk about her. And my friends that are watching this know damn well who she is, especially Little Dick King. Um, Also, one thing I'd like to clarify: finding out that my friend has a small package doesn't mean that I like him any less. He's still like one of my best friends, and I think he's a really cool dude. He just happens to have slightly smaller meat. That doesn't make him any worse of a person. I'd say that makes him better because you know it makes him unique. He's the small small meat friend in my group. Um, and I think that makes me value him more because we need to treat our little package kings with more respect and more care. We need to show them that they really do add something to our society. They add uniqueness, you know? Um, Probably something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. I'm just saying shit, really. I might like completely retake this video if I don't like the final product. If you're seeing this and I left that in, that means I didn't. But yeah. I don't know if there's anything else that I want to say. Really. Just that if you have a small Todger, just know that I respect you. Okay? Unless you're one of those overcompensators. Like if this is your meat and this is your ego, I don't fuck with you. Meat and ego stay same size, okay? Alright? Everyone should know that. That is common knowledge. Now, that doesn't mean that you should hate yourself for having small meat, you know? Because ego and self-love are different things, sort of. That might also be a different video. How ego relates to meat size. But I don't want my channel to be exclusively about meat. So I want, like, mainly Minecraft and Geometry Dash. I think next video, I might start working on a house, and I think I'm just gonna, next video I'm just gonna clear this whole area. I can probably start that now if I have anything more that I want to say. I know this video started off, like, I know the quality of what I've been saying has been going down progressively as the video has kept going on. So if you're still watching at this point, I would really like to thank you. No way that the boring shit that I've been saying has kept you entertained this long, because I know that the best part of the story was right at the beginning, and then it just got a lot more boring. So hey, congrats to still staying here. And if this video reaches like any more than 2 whole people, which I really doubt that it will, considering how many people are doing this just like Minecraft and commentary thing. Like, I mean, I just thought I might join in. I'm gonna be fully honest, like, I've thought of doing this Minecraft and commentary thing for months now. Like, I mean, of course, you know, Technoblade was the original king of doing that. He was the GOAT. But he was like fucking playing Skywars while doing that. And if you've played Skywars or Bed Wars in the modern day and age, you know it is not beginner friendly. So I can't do that. Then there's like this recent trend of just people reading Reddit stories while playing Minecraft. And I just think that's kind of boring. Like, why would you read other people's stories when, like, you have your own life? And I get that some people just don't want to, like, open up too much on the internet, you know? Which I probably shouldn't be doing that either. I'm gonna be so honest. But I just thought it'd be fun. And I mean, hey, I can't say that I didn't have fun while making this video. I mean, editing this and then putting it together in a way that will keep audience retention is gonna be annoying because I just talk in a way that's so out of order. Now, if this video, which probably won't, gets at least 1,000 views, I will drop a 1 hour long video of me just ranting about white people. Which I know, like, if I'm lucky, this will get 10 views. And hopefully none of those views will be my direct family. That would be really bad. Or her. That would be even worse, probably. But yeah, if we get 1,000 views, I will drop a 1 hour long video just ranting about white people. And for clarification, if you couldn't tell, I am white, pasty white, and I don't think that makes me better than anyone. I'm not a white supremacist. Uh, I don't think there's any race that is better or worse than all the others. I'm not even talking about my friend's meat anymore. What the fuck? I don't know if there's much more that I can say about my friend's meat. Um, it really was kind of uneventful. It was just like I saw the dude schlong, and it was not long. It was just shh. That was a very bad joke. I'm sorry. Um, Also, I'm sorry my Minecraft gameplay has been kind of ass. It's just like, usually when I play Minecraft, it's in complete silence. Probably sounds corny, but like Minecraft is usually like my therapy game, you know? Everyone has that one game that just relaxes the fuck out of them. And I always play Minecraft when I'm not feeling well or something. And so I usually just play it quietly. So talking a lot while playing Minecraft is surprisingly difficult. Like it's more difficult than I thought it would be. But I'll manage. It's not it's not that hard. Anyway, I said the thing about 1,000 views, if that's ever gonna happen. Um, Also, I am. If you're still somehow watching this, hats off to you. I would have clicked off this video, I think maybe 3 minutes ago. The moment I started talking about what the meat means, that's when I would have clicked off the video, probably. So if you're still here, wow, impressive. This video is at, oh my god, it's been 50 minutes already? Holy shit. Dude, okay, I might be able to make the, like, white people rant video. I might be able to make that, like, 2 hours. I'm gonna be so honest with you. I have so much shit to say about white people as a white person myself. So, yeah, if we get that goal, however, like, every 1,000 views, if it happens, I add 1 hour to the rant. With there being a cap, of course. Not like we're ever gonna reach that. But I think that's all I have to say about my friend's meat. So let me just summarize the morals. If you have small meat, you're not bad. Just don't overcompensate. Um, just be yourself, you know? If you have big meat, that's cool, but don't like flaunt it around. You know, yeah, that's a way to quickly lose friends. And I just think that seeing your friends meet isn't a bad thing. And I don't think it should be frowned upon by society, you know? I think it is actually a good thing to see other people's meat, you know? And finally, just check in on your friends. Because you never know if they could be struggling with either a small dick or depression or like family difficulties or relationship difficulties or small meat. Um, so I think that's gonna be all for this video. Yeah, thank you.